Welcome to another episode here on Your Digital Makeover. My name is Jerry Colbert, and in today's episode, we're going to be going over the ins and outs of due dates. And it's all coming up next. Okay, so in today's episode, it's going to be another short one for y'all, but it's basically going to give you all the ins and outs of due dates. And what do I mean by that? Well, inside of TickTick, you have the ability to create tasks on certain due dates when it's due. And there's different due dates and different ways you can go about adding a due date and different ways you can go about saying what kind of due date you want. Now, I have noticed while using TickTick, it's not as user-friendly, let's say, as Todoist. So you all out there in the Todoist camp can, pat yourself on the back. Yes, we've picked a great to-do list manager. But anywho, Todoist is great. I love it. It's wonderful. But I've gone over to TickTick because if you watch any of my other videos, I like the calendar way of getting my tasks done. But not to get back into all that again, but I do want to say, though, that date parsing is a little weak here in TickTick. Maybe they'll eventually get it together. But to be honest with you, I really haven't noticed really that much of a difference in my productivity using due dates and in here and how I go about making sure I get things done on those dates. It really hasn't really affected me that much. But with that being said, let's go back to the inbox here and let's take a look at due dates. So let's say, for instance, I wanted to create a thing of get car washed. Okay. Now, before I click on enter to add this to my task, I can go over here to this little calendar here, select that, and select a date that I want to do it on. Okay, maybe I want to do it on Wednesday. Well, I can do that. Conversely, I can also select a time. I can select a reminder, and I can make it a repeatable task. Maybe it's a task that I'm going to do every day, weekly, monthly, yearly, century-wise, millennia-wise. I don't think I'll be here in 1,000 years. Will I be here then? Oh, no, I guess I won't. So you can do all these different things with the calendar. You can also clear this off so it gets back to normal. Also, if you say just enter in a bunch of stuff like a car wash, maybe you're doing a brain dump, take cat for a walk, work on novel, whatever it is. So you enter all that stuff in. You can also click on whatever task you want to put a date on, and you can go over here and hit due dates, right? And do the same thing, choose a date. You'll also, you can right click on it and go to today, tomorrow, next week, or select a custom date, and it pulls up that same calendar thing. See how that is? Pretty cool, huh? And like I say, let's say, for instance, getting car wash is a monthly thing. So maybe I want to go to the custom calendar here, and I want to say, well, I want to do that on a Saturday, and I want to repeat that monthly, right? And so there I go. I'll go ahead and hit that, hit OK. And now I've set that as a reoccurring task monthly, right? Then, of course, I can go and move that to wherever I want to move it to. And what do you say? Well, what do you mean by move it where you want to? Well, maybe I don't want it in my inbox because I practice inbox 0, right? So I want to move that to my personal life, right? And maybe, well, actually, it's not a single action task. See, I already messed up, didn't I? This is a high-quality production here, folks. High quality. So maybe I want to put that in because it's a recurring task, right? So that should actually go into my monthly routines, right? See how easily it is to just kind of navigate around, and if you make a mistake, kind of find it. Conversely, I could always go up here to the search thing and type in car wash and hit enter, and it'll show my routines here, right? And it looks like I got a task to do, so I'm going to snooze this for a little bit, about 15 minutes. Should be done with this video by then, maybe. I don't know. As you see, you're like, well, why you got 2 car washes? Because I already had that down, but this was just a demo. So what am I going to do with this thing here? Well, I'm going to delete it. Yeah, getting rid of it so I don't get confused. You're like, why would you get confused? Well, a lot of times I make these videos and I forgot that I put a task in and I'm like, what? Work on a novel? I have a novel to work on? And this is like months later, I'm like, no, it's because I created this. And sorry, I just babble. It's just what I do. So there are, like I say, different kinds of ways you can, sorry, I got a thing got a fly in my eye or something. No? Hey, look at that. Sorry, I get distracted easily. So yeah, there's all kinds of different ways you can kind of create yourself due dates. Now, back to your custom view, you also have a duration section here. And we'll go into that at a later time on how you can make that useful in your situation. But I just want to give you all a kind of a brief overview of due dates and how easy it is just to select what you want. Now also, just so you know, you can type in, date parsing is not completely out of the game here in TickTick, but you can put today and it will not do it. But check this out. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. So let's say I want to say wash car today. Papa! There it did it. It did the date parsing, but it only does it when you're typing in the inbox field or in a field just to enter the task. It'll do it there. And it's not, like I say, as good as Todoist, because you can put all kinds of stuff in Todoist in this section. You can put like, I want to do it next month for 30 days ending on such and such, or whatever it is. And Todoist like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. TickTick's not like that, but I find that it's not really that big of a deal, to be honest with you. It doesn't really affect me one way or the other, to be honest. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this crazy video I just did. And if you did, please click that like button right down below. And if you want to see more of these episodes in the future, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And with that being said, I want to wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.